From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Bradley's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, another scorcher across Acadiana today, and really today, the last day of the more extreme heat for the rest of the week. Now, don't get your hopes up. Still going to be quite hot out there, just not quite as intense Wednesday through Friday. We'll start to settle into a more routine summertime pattern, but the hotter temperatures look to return as the weekend wears on, and then especially into the better part of next week. But in the short term, again, although most of us have stayed pretty quiet this afternoon in the form of showers and storms, I do expect at least some scattered storms to develop a little bit later on this evening, and there is still the possibility that some of those could be on the strong to perhaps severe side, capable of producing damaging winds, hail, heavy rainfall. Those will be the primary threats. However, an isolated tornado can't totally be ruled out. Again, all of Acadiana remains locked in for that level 2 slight risk for severe weather, again, a little bit later on this evening. Now, as mentioned, we have been pretty quiet for the better part of the afternoon. Most of the activity has been across southeastern Louisiana. We'll show those storms in just a second. But as we dial it into Power Doppler 3, again, we have been tracking a few isolated showers here locally that are moving through, say, Church Point there in Acadia Parish over the last 30 minutes to an hour, and even points a little bit further to the north. But this particular shower has been on a weakening trend as it's trying to push through Lafayette Parish. And again, all the big storms have been off across southeastern Louisiana. Look at this radar. Boy, some torrential downpours, quite a bit of lightning. We've got several severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing here across, say, Lafourche, Terrebonne parishes in southeastern Louisiana. And some of this energy in the upper levels that's really helping to generate these storms will try to migrate westward as the evening wears on, thus giving us the possibility of some scattered showers and storms. We'll get to predictive radar in just a second. Quickly out in the tropics, again, we're still tracking Tropical Storm Brett right behind it. Another area of disturbed weather that has now a high chance, an 80% chance to develop at least into a depression over the next 7 days. If it gets to tropical storm status, the name would be Cindy. Quickly with Brett, 45 miles per hour winds moving pretty quickly to the west at 18 miles per hour. Over the next few days, environmental conditions favorable for gradual development, so this will likely become a moderate tropical storm. But as it gets into the Caribbean and continues to track westward, upper level wind shear very, very strong, so that's likely going to tear apart the system, at the very least weaken it, but could very well dissipate it altogether. And that's what the European model has been showing over the past couple of days. Again, westward track, but as it encounters that unfavorable environment, it pretty much starts to weaken, although most of the moisture is going to be heading for Central America down the line. Here comes what would be future Cindy, but models continue to take it on a track that would recurve it out into the open Atlantic. So again, both features do not present a threat to the Gulf of Mexico nor us here in Acadiana. So here is predictive radar, again showing some of that energy from southeastern Louisiana sneaking into Acadiana a little bit later on this evening. Have it paused here at 10 o'clock, so we'll have to be on the lookout for that. Again, some of these storms on the stronger side with heavy rain and some frequent lightning possible. Scattered showers could linger well past midnight, but then activity gradually comes to an end. Tomorrow morning we start out in the mid-70s, and then a pretty routine summertime pattern for our Wednesday. Low to mid 90s into the afternoon, mixture of sunshine and clouds. We're going to have somewhat of a boundary draped across the area. You can kind of see how the winds shift, and wherever that boundary sets up tomorrow afternoon, those are the areas that will have the best rain chances. Looks like, though, areas along and south of the I-10 corridor, so we'll hold rain chances there at around 30 to 40%. A little bit lower, though, the farther north you are. So temperature-wise, the mid to upper 70s. First thing tomorrow morning, most of us pushing into at least the lower 90s tomorrow afternoon under a partly cloudy sky. So here's your rain coverage and timing as we head into tomorrow. Notice New Iberia in the blue, south of I-10, Lafayette right along I-10 here in the red, showing the slightly higher rain chances. Opelousas in the yellow showing slightly lower rain chances, again, as we head into our Wednesday afternoon. 76 will be your projected low tonight. We'll monitor the radar as the evening wears on. Some stronger storms possible, but activity gradually waning after midnight tonight. 93 will be your projected high tomorrow, so at least a little bit closer to near normal temperatures. And again, a few afternoon pop-up showers and storms will hold rain chances at around 30 to 40% as a whole. And overall, not too terribly bad for the rest of the week. 30 to 40% on your rain chances, so not everyone going to get wet each and every day. Low to mid 90s, but look at this. As we head into the weekend and much of next week, that ridge of high pressure is going to look to make a comeback. And as a result, some hot temperatures, upper 90s. Some days could even top 100 degrees. Heat indices will be on the rise as well. So, guys, I guess enjoy the next few days. Hopefully we get some rainfall because we are turning drier, much hotter toward the end of the 10-day period.
Thanks, Bradley.